morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Tuesday, the 18th of March. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all safe, you're all good. Let's put the music up and going. Got some nice, these lovely ethnic beats. That's that in the background. That's a little bit to kill the silence. Right, how is everyone? How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat below. Let me see you. I'm going to give some more few minutes for people to come and join us. Good morning. There we go. Message coming through. That's nice. Lovely. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Right. We just closed the official, AJ is closed. Good morning. We're good. I'm good. We had a good trading yesterday session. We closed with 3 nice positive trades. They're all up in Discord. No, we're doing fine. It's a nice, lovely, sunny day with a little bit of dust in the air, in the atmosphere. I'm very close to the Middle East, so I get a lot of sun dust from the Sahara. You see, we got the music, the ethnic music from Middle East, and we also get the sun. We got the atmosphere as well. Right, cool. Okay. Right, let's get going. Right, okay. Now, we are inside the European session. Asia closed officially, so Tokyo's closed, Shanghai is closed, Hong Kong and Singapore also closed. We got Saudi Arabia and Dubai opened, and also we got Johannesburg, Moscow, Frankfurt, Zurich and London. So, let's have a look what's going on with the agenda. What do we have today? Today, Tuesday, we got nada, okay? Nothing that it has a direct impact in the crypto space. We got the key CPI from Canada. Building permits for the US doesn't have a direct impact from the crypto perspective, but if someone was looking for maybe the real estate business to see building permits to be lower than as previous, means business going down for them. Industrial production also indirect impact to crypto, okay? But tomorrow is Wednesday, the 19th. We're going to have the funds raise. We'll be waiting for this. We'll be talking about this for almost like 3 weeks ago. So, we've got the fund rates, we've got economical projections, we've got the statements, the press conference, you name it, the whole thing, okay? So tomorrow is going to be a little bit volatile, especially 8 o'clock, which is going to be the US alone, okay? It's not going to be all the opening with overlapping with the Europe. They're going to do it later when US is going to be alone, okay? So Thursday, nothing major. Friday, nothing major. Next week, Monday, we may have a little bit of turbulence. It's a medium, is orange rated, and we've got the manufacturer PMI and the flash service PMI. Okay, service PMI and manufacturing PMI next week, Monday the 24th. Okay, so that's the agenda. Overall here, I see the charts, the instruments here. Bitcoin USDT up by 0.08, nothing major. Ethereum the same thing. Doge a little bit lower. Bitcoin Cash 1.97. It's not too bad. Single digits. Nothing major. Right, let's go to Butter Bubbles. Let me change that back to 100. 1 to 100. We got Cake. Still in the top place there. We got TKX. We got TRX, TON, AVAX. Right, OKB, Atom, Mantra OM. We spoke about Mantra yesterday, didn't we, on the live session. In the negative, we got IP 3.5 almost, 3.3 almost Trump, 3.8 Sheep, Quantum 3.5, Bera 6.26, Doge 3.35. They are dropping a little bit, like Poly is dropping, right? Algo is dropping, CRO is dropping, Sonic is dropping, GRT is increasing, Aptos is up, Link is up. We spoke about Link yesterday as well, and we got Link on the charts as well for today. Right, let's go to crypto bubbles again. 1 to 100. Same story. They have Pi here in the red, minus 16%. It's bleeding. Bera 6.7, CRO 7%, XRP 2.7, Cake 8.6 on the last update. Right, okay, so is it altcoin season? Not yet. 29 is increasing, doing better, 29. Okay, yesterday was 27, today is 29, increasing. So we're moving away from Bitcoin season, we're going towards the upside. Another positive number here, the monthly one, is increasing as well. We're in an uptrend, which is very good for the monthly basis. We're back into 47, which is really looking good. Trading coins, let me refresh that page. API 3 is on the top of the list. We spoke about that in the Greek session. It was really pushing. We were back in 0.80, and since then it went already up to almost $1. So CoinGecko talks about Bera, BTC, Cake, CRO, Hype, Mantra, Pi, Plume, Phantom, Solana, and Sui. CoinMarketCap talks about API 3, BNB, Cake, Numeri, NMR, Pepe. Okay, Pepe maybe it's on the move. Sui and UX Link. Now, daily top winner, obviously API 3 is doing very well, 59% on the last 24 hours, 12% on the hour. High trading volume, API, auction, IP, move, Pi, maybe to the downside, is already minus 2.6, and UX Link. Okay. So these are the high trading volume for the current time. Right, let's go to the 12 hours stochastic RSI. We had a major drop to the bottom, right? Everything, we have lots of flares in the sky. Cake on the top, pushing through the overbought territory. So does API on the 12 hour. Okay, so a little bit be careful with the API 3. It doesn't mean that it's gonna drop now, but just, be not alert, but have your eyes on it. Okay, on the 12 hours, TSD is on the move, Pendle is on the move, right? UX Link, here it is, decent trail. Rats is on the move. Ergo is on the move. Myro. Okay, not loads of them moving on the 12 hours. Overall, the average is down to 46.82, which is good. So let's go to the last 1 hour. You got a little bit different picture. You see that a little bit been spread out. On the last 1 hour, you can see that Pendle probably is moving, TSD is moving, Ape is moving, Rat is moving. Okay, look at these big trails. UMA is moving. NMR is moving. The rest of them a bit more weaker, but look the tokens that are really low, or look for the tokens that have a good decent trails. Okay, which means momentum. You translate these trails, the longer they are, the bigger momentum they have. Okay, so kind of tracking the change that happened recently. Okay, in the last 1 hour. Any tokens that really at the bottom, okay, like Filecoin, Peanut, Popcat, you maybe want to be interested to scout them out and see maybe if they're going to move next. Okay, right, that's it for the crypto market RSI heat map. Let's have a look on the interest, open interest. Let me refresh. A little bit to the negative. It was a bit positive early this morning. People were interested to go long. Now we've got a little bit interest to the down. It's negative 0.06, very, very minor. Technically, it's on the line. Right, we've got liquidations. The majority of the liquidations are taken for the shorts. So that's why it's in the red. Liquidation 193 million. Not a big number. We usually see bigger numbers at least, but nevertheless, the market moves both sides. And we're going to go to the chart and we're going to see. Average RSI on the coin glass 51.19. And is it altcoin season or is it Bitcoin season in neutral? It's above 25, so it's not Bitcoin season. We're moving away from it and we're going towards alt season, which is good. Welcome everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another session. Right, this is a new map that we're going to have a look. Again, it's on a coin glass. It's looking real time inside the hyperliquid exchange to see what the whales are doing. Okay, and you can see that you have a very strong sentiment to the downside. Okay, the big boys are shorting the market. Okay, so you see that the positions are short. Okay, margin again, 125 million in total, and they have 74 million in shorts and 50 million in longs. Okay, so that's a nice good metric for us to understand what is going on with the big boys on the decentralized world. Let's have a look on, let me see if I can get the gainers and the losses, the losers. Let's have a look on the last 30 minutes. Do we have anything that moves more than 5%? API 3 is more than 5% in the last 30 minutes, 9%. NMR 6%, DYM 6%, and all these known, so to say. We've got waves 1.7, very, very small numbers. I generally look anything above 5% on the 30 minute. Okay, RSS 3 is on the 29% on the move with just 1 million volume. With just 1 million volume, you just got a 29% move on the RSS 3. This is very volatile. You need to be careful. LPI 3, 683 million, above half a billion, and you see that you only moved 9%, which is good. Melania is on the move, 8.8. General guys, the alts are moving. That's why cake was on the sky. Okay, so that means there's a lot of movement inside the decentralized exchange. So people are getting interested to buy. So I think we're going towards the altcoin season, or at least we're going to see a move from the alts. Right. Welcome everyone. Good morning to everyone. Welcome Izzy. Good morning and welcome Kyle. Nice to see you all here. All good. I hope you're doing fine. Right, okay, good. So let's go further down. Let's see liquidations. We can see the market. Let me refresh that to get the latest data here. Right, you can see that we have strong short positions, right? Look at this high leverage. They're all, on short. And here you have the long positions, liquidations. If the price is going to move lower, they're going to get liquidated. All these people are going to get liquidated, and they're very strong on the 100x. So if I remove 10x and 25x, you can see here the picture, right? If the price is going to move lower today, all these people, they're going to get liquidated. Otherwise, if the price is going to go higher, the people on the right will get liquidated. Okay, and the ones that are very closer to the red line, they are the more in danger. Okay, the price is approaching very easily to them. Right, fear and greed index today is 34. It's not too bad. 34 compared to 32 yesterday. So things are improving into the market, so people feel a little bit better. Right, let's go back to Bitcoin. The Asia closed, US opened and pushed the price up. Asia decided later in the evening to close it. They took some profits to push the price up. So that was the very late closing, it was a very sudden move to the downside. Okay, and now that we got officially Asia closed, we bounced again on a key level. This is our key level, 82,378. It's a gangster fib level. It bounced exactly on the line and it pushed to the upside. Okay, so what I expect for the EU, in general, we're going to be consolidating somewhere in here until we get the US, and then we're going to see what the US is going to do. It's going to be volatility today anyway. We got the Fed's rates, so it's going to be a big fight. Let's see. They say they don't want to change them. Let's see how the market is going to react. Okay, maybe we'll not see any movement. Maybe we'll see a big movement. Anyway, in general, I see a big inflow into the alts. Okay, right. And also another let's say heads up, so to say, that I got yesterday, and I'm not gonna repeat, but I'm gonna bring it up again. So yesterday, let me go to the editor here. So yesterday, what happened? I got this big spike. Let me zoom out. I got this huge spike from total 3, not T1, just T3. Okay, and I got the spike all the way from 800 billion all the way up to 2.68 trillion. And I knew that TradingView later they're gonna delete that line. Okay, so it just happened in the morning that I woke up. I opened the T3 chart and I see this big candle and I'm like, what is this? What's going on here? And then I knew that it wasn't going to last. And I said, I need immediately to screenshot it, which I did. Okay. And that happened early in the morning. That was like 4 to 9 before the Greek session started. And also on the same thing, I discovered only on Bitcoin dominance, that dominance dropped all the way down to 0. Look at that. It was up to 62. Well, almost 62, and it went all the way to 61.6, and it went all the way down to 0, right? And I'm like, okay, T1, nothing happened. Bitcoin, nothing happened, but only on T3 and Bitcoin dominance. And I said, okay, I have an idea. I have an understanding of what's going on. So what I realized is that it's a big interest inside in the altcoins. So technically, how you translate that? A huge inflow. So the big whales are buying through the decentralized. That's why you see cake pumping. Okay, what's cake? It's a pancake swap, right? So there's a big activity going on in there. So they're buying. Okay, they're buying. So we may see a run for the alts. Okay, but they deleted immediately. And speaking of cake, if I'm going to bring cake later, which I will. There it is. You can see that cake pumped. Then let's go to 12 hours so you can see what happened. It pumped, right? All the way from here, the very bottom, all the way up there. It pumped 99%. Okay. So there's a big activity going on there. Okay. It's still pushing, still going. So there's more inflow coming inside the cake. Okay. So what I marked earlier this morning, I marked these two lines, these two zones. So you have an internal zone, okay, and you have an external zone. You have two zones. Okay, so that was a range. Okay, and if I wanted to go higher, I need to break that line and that line. And this is what happened now with cake. Okay. If you want to go lower, you need to break this range and then break this range. Break these lows and break this low to break structure, and then it's going to come down. But no, there's interest, it's pushing up. So cake is very active. Again, how you translate this? People are buying alts through PancakeSwap. So PancakeSwap is very, very busy. Okay. So also Bitcoin, the US, they push the price to the up, okay, from the low, which was a support here, it was all the way up there. There was a huge imbalance going on here. It hit exactly 50% and then it came down. So speaking of which, let me redesign that imbalance. I'm going to the 90 minutes, which is quite a solid time frame. Take that over here, imbalance, and you can see that it hit the 50%. All right, so here's your IMB, here's your imbalance. It hit 50% and it just went all the way down very, very aggressively. It touched our support and then got pushed to the upside. Okay, this is only 90 minutes. If I go down to 22 minutes, you can see the price action with more detail. Okay, so bouncing from the support, pushing up, and let's see how Asia is closed, but let's see how EU is going to treat these levels. I think we're going to bounce here and then from bouncing up and down inside the range, and then I think US is going to move, okay, later on, especially when the EU is going to close. It's going to be US alone. That will be the time for us to pay attention. Okay, so this is about Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin, I still have a question: what's going to happen with the CME gap? I don't know if today's news is going to get a push. Usually what I would like to say why this is not marked as a clear is because in the past, in the historical data that we get from Bitcoin, is we always get closes. Doesn't matter if it's a bullish or bearish. We got close below or above the CME, and so far we don't have a close. Okay, we only got wicks. So yes, I do not ignore it that the price went all the way there and covered the CME, but on the other hand, I didn't get a close below it. So I'm a little bit skeptical and see if I'm going to get a candle like this. Now, it doesn't need to be the same size as I'm printing here. The focus on this one is to get a close, right? A close below the CME. That's the objective here. Are we going to get a daily body candle close below the CME? Is it going to be today? Is it going to be tomorrow? It's going to be another day? I don't know. I'm just waiting to see if we're going to get a body close to clear out the CME. Okay, according to historical data, that's all. Right, to greet Laurie. Good morning, Laurie. Kalimera. And also, Happy Kamba. Good morning to you too. I hope you're good and well. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Right, so let's go have a look on Ethereum. This is the 90-minute of Ethereum. We've got the key levels. The key levels are 2,492 and also 1,686. We got the fractal levels as well at 1,888. Okay, so we're bouncing from these levels as well. You can see that we have these lows and then we're going for higher lows. You can see that's going up, retracing, broke the channel, goes up, is retesting the channel, the breakout, and is pushing to the upside. We haven't broken structure yet. Yes, all the lows are getting higher, but we haven't broken the structure. So let me clear all this Picasso nonsense here. And there you have it. We need to break these resistance. Okay, so we need Ethereum to get moving. It's good that we claim a level above 1,888, but we need to see something better than this. Okay, so we got common resistance. You know what we say, you keep on tapping the same area, it's going to get weaker. Okay, all the lows are getting higher, so technically you're not hitting the same support. That's a support, that's a hidden support, that's another support, that's another support. So you've got different levels. Okay, so you have an increasing triangle, right? There it is, you have increasing triangle. So who's getting weaker every time? The same level that's got get hit on the same price. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how many times, but every time you're getting weaker. Okay, it just, this pile of ice is a little bit thick. It needs more taps to get crack and go through. And we just hope that we're going to get this crack to the upside. Okay, let's hope so. But it's looking good. Now we spoke about cake. Let's have a look on Mantra. Mantra yesterday, it was printing, we catch this a nice lovely move around these areas. It wasn't at the very bottom, to be honest. Another member in the CIA got the attention of Mantra, and we looked at it and said, okay guys, you need to take profits up to $7. Okay, and since it touched the $7, it did a retracement and now it's pushing again. Let's see how far will it go. All we need now is to see acceptance above $7. That's what we need. Okay, it got the, let's say it grabbed some liquidity, it touched that area, it dropped down, but now we need to see acceptance for us to continue to the upside. Okay, Mantra in general, if I zoom out a little bit, let's go to 12 hours and have a look. Look at this. Mantra is doing beautifully. Okay, Mantra is just on one way, up and up and up. When other altcoins, they had a major retracement, Mantra, it goes right. Okay, so key level right now at $7. We need to see acceptance. Next level is going to be 782. Next level is going to be 865. Come on guys, you know the levels, how to plot them, and you know what you need to do, right? You go level by level, you see acceptance, you carry on, you know the next levels that you need to take resistance. This is the big advantage that you have from the rest of the market makers. Okay, they don't know that you know where the next resistance is, so you have a very big advantage, not only to the traders but to the market makers. Shh, don't say that to anyone. Right? Okay, cool. Right. As I mentioned inside the CIA, I'm going to say that in public as well. The daily market updates, they're going to go private. So they're not going to be public anymore. These daily market updates, they're going to be private only for the CIA members. Okay? So for the people that not joined yet, you need to go find the link in the description and go and join the CIA. Okay, I have a link. For the people that are already in here, there's nothing for you to worry. We're going to have private sessions of the daily market updates. So the daily market updates are going to be exclusive to the CIA agents. Nice and exciting stuff. Right. Okay. Let's have a look on Atom, because Atom is on the move. Now we can see, remember, we know that the big boys are buying. We know that alts are moving. Look at this. Atom is on the move, right? One of the tokens of the project that are from the old era. Okay, it's not a meme coin. It's not the Animal Kingdom meme coin. It's not the Celebrity meme coin. It's not AI. It's layer 1 from the old time. It start moving. Okay, look at that. Dinosaurs move. So Atom is moving. And let me zoom out. And Link is moving. Okay, Link had a very nice drop. I cannot ignore that. It had a good drop all the way down, almost 6%, right? But it's one of the tokens that they move. Look at here, okay? All the way back in 2023 when the alts start moving, Linked move from that very bottom and it gave you a nice 264. It did a nice correction from here to there. A 63% move correction. And then since then, it gave you another opportunity, right, all the way up there, which is another 281% up move. And then from there to down here, another 60% correction. Very, very similar to this one. So that should not panic you. And now it's turning around and let's see how far will it go. Okay. All you need to see now, you need to see acceptance above $13, $14 to be honest. Okay, we would like to see acceptance, right? And then we would like to claim $17 and start moving to the upside. Okay. Are we gonna break the all-time high, the previous all-time high at least? I don't know, but by the looks of it, okay, historically, you push to the upside, you had a nice correction, and now you're pushing to the upside. So you broke the previous structure. So now you're correcting. Okay, so you corrected all the way down here. So if I only stop at the previous highs, ignore the possibility they can go higher because it's an uptrend, even that from here to there is another nice 160% move. Kalimera everyone, good morning, welcome, nice to see you here. Good morning, Boriana, welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, the big boys are moving the market. We've seen this, okay? I got the heads up yesterday with that nice, lovely gold candle on T3 that something's going on inside the T3 space. Nothing printed on T1, it was only T3. So I said, okay, altcoins, okay? The altcoin spiked. Obviously, they deleted the lines. They're going to call it was a mistake, whatever. I know that the big boys just had a big position inside the altcoin space. That was the message that I got. And I was lucky to get it because, as I said, half an hour later, 40 minutes later, they deleted the line. Okay, everything went back to normal. Business as normal. So, yeah. And let's go back to Bitcoin. So, as we said, we need to pass the storm that we're going to have today. Okay, and let's see how Asia is gonna move the market. Right, kalimera everyone. This is time that I can give you another 10-15 minutes. You can have the opportunity to come and put down any chart that you want me to, any token that you want me to chart, and I'll bring the chart up for you. Right, cake is on the move. That's good. Mantra, we hope it's going to move. Let's go down to 90 minutes. All we need to see acceptance above $7. ENA is on the move. Let's say we've has to turn around. It lost, it found some resistances. Let me go down to 19 minutes. Right, Weave is another meme coin. It moved a little bit. I'll give you that. It moved a little bit, but it needs to get acceptance above 47. Okay, strong rejections on 53, strong rejections on 51. It did not manage to stay above the 50% of the range. So, yep, you need to wait a little bit for this one. Atom, it does need to break the previous structure. We need to claim above 553. Okay, but even now, it's not that bad. I mean, the last impulse was a 42% impulse. Not too bad. ICP, yep, why not? ICP is on the move since yesterday, I believe. So let's bring ICP. Here we are. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let me get the impulse move. I'm going to break down the impulse move. There it is. Let me see which one's the lowest. That's the lowest. I need the template of 4s. There it is. Let me expand that to the right. There you have it. Let's make it a little bit more stronger so everyone can see. There it is. Our key levels. Go down to 12 hours. There we are. And let's see if we can break the internal structure. Let's break internal levels. So let me clear a little bit of space here. Right, okay, from here to there, we're going to do another 4s, right, and we're going to make it a bit thinner. So you can remember that, to remind you, this is a fractal breakdown. Let me fix the numbers. 3725 and 2840, and we don't need the overlapping numbers, so I can disable the view of the green lines so they're not overlapping. I know they are accurate. We dial the numbers manually, So sorry, I went to lock this. Here it is, ICP. And there you have it. You got the key levels at 284. It's too wide all the way up to 734. So we broke down into key levels, and you see that it bounced off. We found acceptance of the 50% of that range at 510, and it's moving to the upside. So since then, you know, each level is like 20%. Decent move to the upside. All you need is to continue the microstructure, right? You just need to continue to go up and down, break the previous highs, break the previous lows, right? Keep on printing. This is a low, higher low, right? So that's a move up, correction. This is your high, you broke the high, new highs, maybe this is a new low, so you want to go higher. Okay, now if you want to find a level, I don't know what kind of trading you are you a swing trader or you're day trading? If you want to find a level for you to monitor very closely between 5 and 10 and 623, you're more than welcome to break this down even to a smaller, like another fractal. You can do, just make sure that the numbers are correct. Okay, so you go to coordinates, dial the numbers 2394. Okay, and the bottom one has to match with this number, so it has to be 5, 10, and 62. There you have it. And just for you to remind, just put a dotted line. Okay, just to remind you, this is a fractal over fractal. Okay, just for you to visualize that your key levels are the solid lines. Okay, the dashed lines are first fractal, the dotted lines, the tiny small thin dotted lines are the ones that are fractal. And you can see that we got acceptance at 567, right? And you're trying to see if we can claim 595. So far you got rejected. Okay, so now either you're going to wait for 995 and see you're going to get accepted and go higher, or wait and see what's going to happen on 567 and see acceptance. If not, it wants to go lower, then you know where to target. Okay, so maybe it wants to come down here and then turn around later. Okay, if you lose a level, you're going short, mark out the big impulses, and you're going to be good to go. Okay, nice and simple and clean. Overall ICP, maybe this is the beginning of the reversal, but it needs to break structure, right? So it comes down, big correction, comes down, now it's pushing up, you need to break structure. So technically, again, you need to claim 623 for you to go up and try to claim 737. Okay, there's plenty of room. ICP is quite early, do not panic. Still in the downtrend, you just about that you are witnessing maybe a possibility that we're going to change structures. Okay, on the micro scale, yes, you have broken the structure here. Okay, it came all the way up here, it got rejected, it broke levels. So yeah, you got the first, let's say, micro so to say, micro change that maybe we're going to change, but you need to break the bigger structure, right? But you're in a good spot in ICP if you're long. Right, another token for somebody else. Who wants to have a look to another token? Let me expand this to the right. I'll give you some time, people. There you have it. Any other tokens before I go? Near. Okay, I hear you. Near. Okay. Right, okay, let's go to near. There it is. Here's near. Zoom out a little bit. It's been active on this cycle as well. A small failure here. It could not break the previous highs. Right? It's like a parallel channel to the downside, almost. If I do this very quickly, you get this channel, kind of, all right? So yeah, a little struggle. If this is the bottom of the channel now, maybe this is the time that it wants to turn around. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So anyway, let's do the CIA fib that we know how to do this in the CIA. Let's get the last impulse. Why not? For us to get a nice, lovely range. So I'm going to mark the top here. I'll make sure that the bottom is over there. I'm going to break into 4s. The key levels, make it a bit stronger. And remove that slowly to the other side. There it is. So, okay, near just lost 291, which is not very good, right? It's a key level that we lost here. But let's see if it's going to be the case of deviation that it wants to do some liquidity grab, right? And maybe now it wants to turn around. So overall, you need to see acceptance above 291, okay? Now, would you like to break these two zones for you to see the lower levels and the higher levels? Yeah, sure, you can do this. This time, we're going to take 2 zones at once to save time. Okay, make sure the numbers are right. Okay, let's go, sorry, coordinates here. So 49437. Okay, and at the bottom has to be 8853. Okay, once you got these, then ask to get the template of 8s. That way, you're gonna get 4 above and 4 below. Okay, at one go. And we're going to change the lines to dash because we know that are fractal and we need to get rid of the overlapping numbers, right? So the 2 green ones and red ones. So green goodbye, bye-bye, and the red one nice and clean. There you have it. Okay, this is locked, this is locked. There you go. Okay, so that's where we are. That's a little bit above 240, so you're on 265. A little bit sign of weakness here. Okay, you've got multiple wicks over there, but don't lose faith on it. Okay, so it's an ascending triangle. Don't lose faith. It may break and target 291, and especially when you see acceptance of 291, that must be the time to turn around. And speaking of which, let me go to a higher time frame. Let's say 12 hours. Let's bring the indicators here. Okay, on the 12 hour, so not very positive there. On the weekly, it can do a little bit better. We've got a cross down, still heading to the downside, so maybe yet it is not ready to print to the upside. Anyway, RSI is on the flat, ASO negative on the top. You need price action to claim 291. Once near is going to claim 291, I bet you that the indicators will start turning and giving you a different story. Okay, price action moves first and then the indicators will follow. Okay, so maybe this is going to be the turnaround. Okay, but for your own safety, just make sure that you claim 291 and then you can go higher. And even if it wants to go to the same equal highs, okay, so from 291 to go to, let's say, equal bodies there is 169%, let's say 165, 160%, give or take, if it wants to go to the same levels. But you're going to go level to level, right? So first, the first stop has to be at the red line, okay? So that is your 70% up. And if it wants to continue, you're going to get another move all the way up to 697, which is going to be 140. Okay, level by level. That's it. Nice and clean, guys. You got near, we got ICP. Let's do XRP. Right, let's bring XRP. Oh, Army XRP. Oh, nice. They have their own tokens. They have their own charts. Thank you. Right, okay, here's XRP. Let me expand the lines a little bit. There we are. So that must be an extension. Yes, it is an extension. That's not a problem. We can see that it's bouncing off from the extension. This is a weekly time frame. This is the 12-hour. Okay, so XRP lost the 243. Okay, let me refresh here the chart because I don't like the candles and the lines. They're not matching. Let's have a look. That's better. Okay, now it looks more cleaner. Right, okay, cool. So yeah, XRP found resistance at 243. It comes down. I see lots and lots of wicks here on the left, so maybe this is another key level. Let me see if I can break in a smaller structure. Yeah, I see the 225 as a minor level there that it wants to turn around. Okay, no problems. Yeah, so let's see if XRP, is trying to attempt to break the 243. Sorry, that was a high. This is a low high. This is another low high. You got a double bottom here. So is it the question is, are we going to be strong enough for XRP to come up here, claim 243 for you to go higher to attack these liquidity zones over there, right? Before you're going to hit the 289, you need to deal with this liquidity zone over here. So the question is, are we going to see another try, or are we going to see a full correction, full extend correction, maybe down to these levels here? Maybe we're going to get extended here, and then it's going to turn around and give it another try. Maybe possibilities, right? This is the 12-hour. It's a heavy time frame. Let's see if it's going to manage to stay here, or then we're going to let it go lower around $2 mark, and then see if we can have another try to $2.43. Pepe, of course. Let's do Pepe. You're more than welcome, guys. You're more than welcome. Let's do Pepe. Come on, Pepe. Where are you? I think Pepe is on the move. Right, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, okay. I mean, we lost a trend line. That's way long time ago that we lost that trend line. That was back in February. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. Find a nice impulse. Overall Pepe has doing very well. You need to give this to Pepe, find the support here, another level of support, a broke structure, goes higher, reaches the support, and then it breaks, print high. Obviously it's going to do a major correction. Things that pump very hard, okay, remember, you pump hard, you dump hard, okay? So let me go to a little bit high time frame just for me to get a nice little candle for me to bring the impulse. So this is the lowest level, this is the highest level. I'm going to break this into fours. Don't worry that it's going to be too wide. We're going to break them into fractals. You're going to be just fine. Okay, so let me bring closer to the price. There it is. Let's go down to 12 hours. Here we are. Right. This is a key level. Going to make it a bit stronger for everyone to be able to see. There it is. And we can break these two levels, these two lanes, into fours each. Right, so I'm going to bring another tool here. There it is. I'm trying to match the numbers. It's going to be a long number here going on. 4, 8, 19. So 1, 9 at the end, please. Okay, it's matching, and the last one has to be 0618. So we've got both numbers matching. Again, you need to change the dash lines so it's fractal, and also take out the overlapping. We don't need the same numbers twice. And I forgot to change that to 8s, so let's do that a little bit again. So we're back to 8s, thin lines, dashed, and then take out the overlapping, which is going to be the green and the red. Here we are, and there it is. That's your levels, nice and lovely. Lock them to make sure that you don't drift them accidentally. There it is. So Pepe is dealing with this key level. it's a key level. This is your 25%. It needs to clear the 71,419. He has momentum. He has, he's willing to go higher. All he needs is to clear this imbalance. Okay, so it needs to get acceptance and then start moving to the upside. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Let's hope so that even if Pepper is going to start moving from this point, if Pepper's going to move and go back to the same all-time high, it's a 273% upside. Not bad at all. Okay, but before you're going to hit the 100% mark, you need to claim the 25, deal with the 50, deal with the 75 before you're going to hit the 100. Okay, and then hopefully that the market's going to pump and break the all-time highs. I would like to be very positive and see new all-time highs. Okay, but I also want to be optimistic as well. I would like to be positive, but also be realistic as well. Optimistic and realistic. You need to find a balance and say, hey, before we're going to get there, you need to step up the ladder, so you cannot jump off. All right, so claim this first one, then trying to claim the 50 and that zone. So you can see, these levels are no joke. Okay, so you have strong resistance. We need to break these. Okay, it has done it before at these levels here. All right, I'm not worrying. I don't get worried about it went a bit lower. Why? Because I know there is liquidity down here. Okay, there's also liquidity down here. A small liquidity over there, and then there's another liquidity down here. All right, so these zones here is full of liquidity. Every time it's going to go lower and tap it, it's going to get pushed to the upside. Okay, there's lots of liquidity there. So let's hope that soon Pepper will manage to break above the 25%, claim it, deal with this, and start climbing. Okay, let's see another cycle. It goes layer ones, you're going to see the big ones move, right? And then you're going to see the lower layers, or the layer twos, anything that is below the layer one ecosystem. Your consistency of how you trade has been a great help for me to follow. Thank you. I thank you. It's always the same thing, single strategy, and the same process. Okay? All you have to worry about Pepper right now is in the downtrend. Okay? It is in the downtrend. But I do not ignore the downtrend, but also I don't ignore that the market is trying to push to the upside. Okay, we've seen the results, we've seen the spikes. I don't ignore them. I don't want to be overly excited. It is a downtrend, and this is why I say don't jump in until you see acceptance. Okay, why? Because there is still possibility they can go lower to these levels and these levels. We've seen the liquidity, right? I printed the liquidity just a minute ago. So yeah, what we want to see, we want to see that resistance to be flipped to support and then turn around. Okay. That's all. It's the same thing over and over to all the tokens. Okay, over and over. Okay, do not panic. Don't let the FOMO or the fad to be around you. That's why I do these daily updates every day. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. It's like a tape, but it's okay. It's okay for me. I don't mind. Why? Because you get to understand better. You get to understand, you need to repeat the same process yourself. When you're going to do your own TA, you're going to do exactly the same thing over and over again. Okay, TA is 10%, 80% is waiting time, 80% is just waiting for you to get the setups, right? 10% is TA. You're going to do this TA with your closed eyes. Yeah, you're going to do the TA with closed, switched off monitors. You're going to be that good. It's going to be so easy. You're going to do the TA the same way. You don't need the monitors on. You're going to do the TAs, right? But the hard thing is for you to wait. And that's why you have the levels there for you to remind. The key levels are to the strong 25s. Anything in between is a fractal. You break them down to make things more easy for you to understand and see and monitor. The main thing is for you to monitor, right? You got these, this is 0 to 25 at 50, but what happens in between? So if you plot the lines in between, then you can monitor and see, oh, what's going on? Oh, I see a strong resistance here. Okay, it's a rejection point, right? Resistance as a support, resistance to the price to go to the downside. This is, I use the word resistance not as a level, but as an action, right? It came down here and the price got resistance to continue to the downside. So it's a rejection, right? So forgive me my English, but yeah, technically it's a resistance, but yeah, a rejection point is better because people understand resistance when the price is going up, support when the price is going down. So yeah, it found support here, a rejection point from the down movement, right? But then it broke it, okay? And then you know what the next level is going to be, the big level. You know when it's going to bounce from. So you got a great tool and great strategy for you to be ready for the next move. And you're not going to be run into any surprises. You're going to know what the next resistance is going to be. It's a big advantage. I'm telling you. You don't have advantage against other traders. You have advantage against the market makers. You broke down the algo. Well done. So that's it for me today, guys. It's already an hour later after the show. So I hope you had a good day today. I hope you understand how we do the TA. As I said, don't worry about the private sessions. The market daily updates are going to be there. It's going to be exclusive for the CIA members. And everybody inside the CIA will get the link, the heads up, where we're going to get ahead for them to get the market updates. For the rest of the people, you just need to join. Go find the links below and join us. Okay? Right. Next session is going to be tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a nice one. Be safe. You know what's going to happen today. There's going to be quite good volatility today, right? Look at that. It goes up and down all the time. So don't panic. You know the levels. You know that the market the market makers are going to move the volatility. They're going to use any excuse to move the market. Don't get caught. Just use it to your advantage. Okay? We just need tokens on the move for us to make the money, the percentages. Right. That's it for me. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a nice one. Be safe.